Hey Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today, it is Wet n Wild Wednesday because we are going to be getting wet with Snout Spout, one of the newest releases from the Masters of the Universe Origins line from Mattel. I'll be honest, Snout Spout, not one of my favorite characters in the line, not one of my favorite designs. Honestly, there's not too much I like about Snout Spout. I do have the Classics version, but the reason I bought this version is because his nose sprays and douses the enemy's firepower. That's right, we have a Snout Spout for the first time since the 80s with a working action feature that I will be testing today. Live for you. Well, not live, but, you know, I'm live to camera. Live to tape. How about that? All right. We've talked about this packaging. It is the greatest packaging of any mass market retail line available right now. We've got a great hologram sticker up top denoting the 40th anniversary. And you guys, I can't tell you how appropriate it is that it has this hologram because in the 80s, you do not understand the magical power that holograms held. Hologram stickers, hologram covers of National Geographic magazine. We thought we were holding literal magic powers in our hands with these little shiny stickers. That's how dumb we were, or how easily amused we were. I love the gloss on the letters here, as always. You can see this came from BigBadToyStore.com, unpunched card. Although Snout Spout and his casemate Leech have been showing up in Targets. I have not yet seen them in Walmart, I don't think. But they should be showing up everywhere. But you can, of course, get them from BigBadToyStore.com. Which is where I get all of my Origin stuff, because I adore this line. I'm buying everything that I can from it. It's for whatever reason, it's just hit me in the right spot. On the back, we've got gorgeous art at the top of the card, featuring Snout Spout battling against the Snake Men, King Hiss, and Cobra Khan. Or actually, that is, if you notice, Camo Khan. The version of Cobra Khan with the weird lobster claws that is coming soon to Mattel Creations. Known as Eternia's bravest, Snout Spout charges into danger without question. He is the fireman of Eternia, as it were. Up here we can see how the action feature works. We've got a lovely cross-sell here, which Mantenna is in my pile of loot right now. Waiting for a couple other things to arrive to ship. That's one of the great things about Big Bad Toy Store is they've got a pile of loot where you pre-order stuff and they'll save it all and ship it at once for one shipping fee. And I'm not even sponsored by them. I just have been buying from Big Bad for years and love them. So great art, fantastic card, and the figure promises to be lots of fun. So let's get him out of there. It's funny, I was not excited for the Classics Snout Spout. I got him and I sold him, and then when they released the heads pack that included the 2002 Snout Spout head sculpt, I rebought him, and fortunately nobody else really liked him either, so I did not have to pay a whole heck of a lot. So I repurchased the Classic Snout Spout just so I could put that 2002 head on it. Put all of that away. Oh man, and we've got a new mini comic to look at. All of these figures come, each wave, I guess, comes with its own mini comic, and this one, look at that, Leech, one of my favorite Masters of the Universe characters. I will be saving this figure for about a week from now. I'm saving this figure for October because he is a monster, and I want to feature monster figures all October long. So he actually is probably going to kick off October. But Night of the Leech, these new mini comics have been absolutely fantastic. They've captured the spirit of the original Masters stuff, but kind of modernized it, and they're full length. I mean, you know, they're just a few pages, but it's great. It's not one sheet of paper. These are wonderful. A great part of this new collection. All right, let's take a look at the default configuration, as it were, of Snout Spout. The angry elephant, really. And I've got to point out, I have saved every single one of these little line art diagrams that show which parts of the figure are interchangeable, because it is different from figure to figure. But I just adore these line art diagrams. I just really like them. I would love to put them in a book or something someday. I don't know. So, Snout Spout is, I mean, you can see he's a weird looking figure. This strange, like, reddish orange. Is that his skin? Is that a bodysuit? What's the deal? He's got these violet gloves going on. And then he's got a unique crotch piece with the belt there. So he's got space underpants as opposed to like the furry underpants of the other characters. And then he also has like the more pirate style boots rather than the furry boots. So like there is technology, is cybernetic elephant head. He is. I should like him more than I do because he's such a bizarre character, and I love bizarre characters. What's interesting here is you can see this guy's trunk is actually articulated, so you can get a little bit of expressiveness out of him, which is a nice touch, something I really like to see there. And this is kind of a soft PVC, so, you know, it can bend, or it won't hold a pose, but it is pliable. And then look at just those angry robot elephant eyes. Such a weird figure. Alright, so in this default configuration, you've got his backpack, which is, you know, kind of looks like fire extinguishers. And the way that is going to slot... Now, does it just go in the top? Okay, it does, because that's what the little curve is for, where it curves right here, hooks into the slot here. So it just slides into the top and then hooks into place. So there you've got his water supply that just magically connects to his head somehow, I guess. And then he has his fireman's axe / spout aimer. So for our intents and purposes, he's just going to hold... You know, I think I might have liked this a bit more if this handle was facing the other way, because then he could hold the axe like that, and I think that would look a little bit better. And then when he flips it over, he can hold the spout aimer like that. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. So he holds the axe that way, and this is kind of default configuration of the figure just for display on your shelf. But we're not here just to display this guy on your shelf. We are here to get wet and wild. So let's put those pieces aside, and let's get... Oh man, look at this. So this isn't going to pose as well as I would like it to. This is kind of a rubber, so he's, interesting. All right, let's, and what is doubly interesting is the functional part of it, because the original Snout Spout did squirt water. That was a feature of the figure. So it almost seems to me that because this is the 2002 style head, this one is the more classic head. So it almost seems like it should have been the other way around, where this is the one that squirts water, and this is the one that doesn't, or has some articulation of some kind. I'm curious to see how this is going to work, though, because as of right now, this is so stiff, I don't feel like you're really going to be able to aim his trunk too well. Like, in theory... I guess this is what we're doing. So he's gonna, if this were actually happening, you would have to have kind of like a real lean back on that. Okay, so, oh man, I threw the card away with the instructions because I do want to see. Okay, yeah, it's as simple as that. You just stick his snout in the water, Fill with clean water. Thank you for specifying, Mattel. Press the button, which there's no button. It's just a rubber backpack. And he hoses down enemies. Only applicable to spraying head. Interesting, though, that they don't ever illustrate him using the other end of his axe to aim his snout spout. Snout spout. So, this is what we've got going on here. I am going to... I fortunately already have some water ready in my trusty G.I. Joe drinking cup. We're going to set that down right there. And it looks like it is not clean water. There was a little spider in there. Apparently crawled in while I was recording. Lots of crazy stuff going on in the workshop this recording session. So we're going to take him, dip that snout in the water, give her a squeeze. Kind of let it out slowly. Make sure we get a decent amount of water in there. Set that aside. Let's aim. Oh man, that didn't work. Let's aim that snout spout. Oh my gosh! That is a heck of a stream, you guys. Whoa! Okay, that's pretty great. I am impressed with what just happened. We're doing that again. Okay. G.I. Joe cup full of cleanish water. We're going to do a nice slow... Well, we can squeeze it as fast as we want. And slowly fill up that backpack. You know, depending on the size of the cup, this is a small cup, you can actually see the water level dropping. That's how much water he's pulling out of there. I mean, that's a pretty decent sized backpack, you can see. Let's get that cup out of the way. I'm going to have some cleanup here after I'm done. Snout Spout, look, it's Skeletor! Don't worry, I've got it. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh, and I love the little misting that you get as it empties. This is fantastic. Now, one thing I will say, and I don't know, you're going to want to get the water out of this as best you can. So, like, really, I like that the hose is at the bottom, but really try to empty the water out of this thing, because if water sits in there, you're going to get mold. It's going to be no good. Nobody wants that. Pretty awesome. So I'm not going to display him with this head, because I do like the articulated trunk on the other one, but as far as the action feature goes, this is fantastic. Mattel did a wonderful job engineering this guy. He works even better than I could have imagined. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and keep it wet.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.